Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of the lovely comments on my finished 7 by Spring finale, and a lot of people wanted to see another viewer's choice, so here it is. I have chosen 12 items for people to vote on for my finished 6 by Summer. So where this is a little bit different, my deadline will probably be pushed about a week. I'm gonna give people about 5 days or so to vote. Vote for 6 products, no more. You can vote for less though, so if you decide you really only care for 3 of the items I've shown, or only 3 of them really interest you that you would like to see me try and pan, then just vote for those 3, but please no more than 6. And I tally up all of the votes, then whichever 6 item had the most votes are the 6 items that I will attempt to pan until summer. So very excited for this. I learned a lot from my finished 7 by Spring, just because some of the items were really challenging, things that I hadn't used in a while, and I really had to be creative and inventive, which is what I'm really hoping for this challenge. So I'm gonna show you the products. I actually picked pairs for everything. So for example, I decided to put back in my Smashbox bronzer. This is a deluxe size of the Bronze Light bronzer in Suntan Matte, which was in my finished 7 by Spring, but I did not finish. That's how much I have left of it. So this is one of the items that you can vote for. I also put in a cream bronzer. The cream bronzer I put in is another deluxe size. This is the Sculptor from Tarte. So I decided to kind of do it this way. Now, don't feel like you have to pick one from each category. Pick whatever you want, whatever items intrigue you. I just did this for my sake because I was trying to choose some items that don't overlap with items that are in my other projects, because as you may know, I am doing a project 100 pan. I'm still working on my project 20 pan roulette. I've got pan that palettes going on, so I have a lot of stuff going on, and I didn't want to have too much overlapping between all of my projects. But like I said, if you want me to try and finish that Smashbox bronzer, but you would also like to see me pan this Tarte Sculptor contouring stick, then feel free. So, I mean, it's going to be used in a slightly different way anyway. That's what the swatch of it looks like. I used it a few times and then I kind of stopped using it because I was using a different contouring product. But I like to mix and match things, and one thing I found with cream products is that they're really good for layering. Another returning item for my finished 7 by Spring is the Rimmel ScandalEyes eyeshadow crayon. This is in Bad Girl Bronze. There's not a lot left of this. This is a beautiful, beautiful bronze eyeshadow crayon. I use it a lot on my lower lash line, and I am completely crazy about it. So I thought that I would offer this one up again. And I also put in a product from Nudestix. This is the Magnetic Eye Color in the shade Angel. So it's got a little bit more product in there than what's left in the Rimmel. This is also a deluxe size. There's a mix in here of deluxe size and full size products. So this is beautiful, and I thought that where it's such a light shade, it would probably also work well with all the eyeshadows I'm working on. I put in my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Soft Brown. I'm not quite sure if this is the right shade for me. I don't know, I keep going back and forth with the Brow Wiz. I have mixed feelings about it. Sometimes I use it a lot, sometimes I rarely use it. It's a very light brown shade, and I don't know if it's quite right for me. And I did recently dye my hair, so I don't know if I need something a little bit different. I've also been really curious to try different brow pencils, but I'm trying to finish up some of the ones that I have before I get new ones, that whole thing. So there's actually quite a bit left in here. Like, hasn't been used that much. I could probably wind this up. I'm not going to keep winding it up because I always have a fear that these things are going to snap off. So there is quite a bit of product in here. I also put in a product from MAC. This is the Brow Finisher, which is like a wax. This is the shade Clear. So there's a lot left in here too. And this is probably going to fall over. Yeah, so it's an angled brow wax that you can use to set things. I've been using brow gels, but this does work pretty well. So that's another option. I put in a clear lip liner. This is from Urban Decay. It's the 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Ozone. So I had mentioned in my Project 20 Pan Roulette update that I used the Rimmel, finished that one and really liked it, and I wanted to kind of put it to the test against the Urban Decay because they are at quite a different price point. So if this one is not as good as the Rimmel, then I know I can stick with something that's much cheaper that works just as well. I put in a lip liner from NYX. This is in the shade Nude. So that's what that looks like there. And there's, I believe, quite a bit of product in this as well. Yeah, it's fairly new. I don't reach for nude lip liners as often, and sometimes I really do like the look of them, so I thought that I would put that in there as an option. That's what the swatch of Nude looks like. I put in a mini liquid lipstick from Stila. It's the Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the shade Dolce. This is a little bit old, which is why I wanted to use it, and I don't believe I've ever tried to finish a liquid lipstick, so I thought this could be an interesting challenge. I'm wearing this shade on my lips today, and this is what it looks like swatched. I just recently rediscovered this when I was just looking for a particular shade of nude, and I saw this, I put it on, and I was like, I love it. I don't know if they've changed the formula of this or not. This is definitely from before they changed the packaging, so I'd be a little disappointed if the formula changed because it's such a comfortable liquid lipstick. I feel like it's so easy to apply and it feels so good. I also put in this little mini long-lasting liquid lipstick from the Balm. It is in the shade Committed. It is a somewhat similar shade to Dolce. Again, I'm curious to see how I would do using a liquid lipstick. So this is more of a pink shade. You can see that Dolce leans more brown, and this one definitely leans more pink. But I figured both of these are pretty light, so they would pair well with a variety of eye looks. And so lastly, I have some eyeshadow palettes. Now, before you think I'm crazy, I am really close to finishing my Naked Basics palette. So after I finish that palette, I want to start panning another smaller palette, especially because using the Vice LTD palette, it's a lot of colors, a lot of shimmery shades, a lot of glitters. So I definitely need some mattes in order to make a more cohesive look. So I decided that this would be a good opportunity to get your guys' feedback on one of two palettes that I was debating between using. The first choice is pretty obvious. It is the Naked 2 Basics from Urban Decay. I thought when I got this I was really gonna love it because it's cool toned. And I really love the shades. I do not like the formula of these. So I don't know if they've changed the formula since they released this. Like, I got this palette when it first came out. I mean, like the day it was released, I bought this because I was so excited for it. And then I was so let down because it is so, like, so powdery, so powdery. So I would use this throughout this challenge and attempt to try and hit pan on a couple of shades, maybe even finish one or two depending on how often I use them. The second eyeshadow palette I was thinking about is another matte palette. This is from the brand PUR, and this is a palette called Soul Mattes. So when I saw it, I saw the back of this and I was immediately like, that looks amazing. There was no open palettes for me to swatch or look at, and I kind of wish there was because I probably wouldn't have bought it then because I find that they don't look like they do on the back. I feel like they're definitely pink, rosy tones, but they just look so much nicer on the back than they do in the palette. So I haven't used this very much. I also find these shadows to be a little bit powdery as well. I think they would all complement various eyeshadow looks using mostly the Vice LTD as well. So I thought that I would get your guys' feedback on what you think. Now, you don't have to vote for either of those eyeshadow palettes. You could vote for both of them. Totally up to you. I am putting the control into your guys' hands. So if you want to see me work on both those eyeshadow palettes and both lip liners and both lipsticks, go for it. Vote whichever way you want. I just wanted to put these options out there, and I'm really interested in hearing feedback from you guys. And like I've said previously, these challenges are definitely more of a learning experience right now as opposed to just trying to pick items that I can easily pan. I feel like challenging myself and learning more things about what I like and what I don't like about my makeup collection is really helping me make smarter choices. And it's definitely helping me learn what things are missing, what I need that I don't have, so I can make smart choices, what I like and dislike about formulas and brands and everything. So it's been very useful. As always, I love hearing from you guys, so even if you don't feel like voting, please let me know your thoughts on this sort of format, if you really like viewer's choice, if you don't. A lot of people seem to like it, which is why I'm doing it this way, but if you don't like it, make your voice heard in the comments down below. I really hope that you guys like the selections, and I'm looking really forward to counting up all of the votes and bringing the official intro to you in a little less than a week. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will have a full list of the products that I mentioned in the description box below, so just copy and paste, make your life easy. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.